Hi everybody, Bobcat here in the Art Minds. If this is your first time joining us, welcome to my studio. The Art Minds is my art studio and my shop, where I'm working currently on a 2003 Honda Shadow VT 750 DCB-A motorcycle, turning it into a bobber and tuning it and doing all kinds of crazy crap. Here in the Art Minds, I'm trying to build a community of creative, kind, compassionate, educated, mutually educated and mutually assisted people. So, welcome. We're all in this together. Anyway, wanted to show you some updates and some progress. This dagger that you see before the, not a dagger, this is called a velocity stack. I've taken off the lunchbox and airbox, which sat like right, it was huge, sat right here, and I replaced it with velocity stacks from TJ Brutal Customs. The velocity stack is a way of getting more air in faster into the carburetor, which is this greasy monstrosity right here. And I've got one that's just test fitted on here that we'll show you up close. I think it is gorgeous in the polished brass. Unfortunately, the gas tank is going to sit right over top of this, so you're not going to see it, but I'll know it's there. That's what matters. But when you have something that allows a whole hell of a lot more air in, even though it is still metered and measured by this design, you're going to need to upgrade the jets inside the carburetor to change the air to fuel mixture. I have picked up the TJ, this is all from TJ Brutal Customs. I've picked up their dual carburetor performance jet upgrade and carburetor rebuild kit. This is old, who knows what shape this is in inside. I'm basically going to replace everything but the float bowls. All the rubber, all the screws, all of that gone. With new, shiny new jets and new gaskets, all of that. TJ Brutal Customs is one of the only ones that I found specifically doing Honda Shadow 750s. They have a dual carburetor rebuild kit. It's got everything you need in it. And lots of videos, lots of how-to, super awesome. And it ships super fast. Thanks, cheers to that. Got new carburetor boots, where the thing that actually attaches the carburetor to the cylinder, the old ones I can see are cracked and rotten. So I've got shiny new rubber boots, velocity stacks. When you change the air intake and the fuel and air mixture, and this is not even mounted. When you change the mixture of fuel and air going into the carburetor, it's going to generate a change in the exhaust. So you're going to have to change your exhaust. And let me tell you, I had a hell of a time taking the old stock exhaust off. Only thing TJ Brutal Customs didn't have in stock was new exhaust. So I took the old stock exhaust and with much fuss chopped it off. And yes, I did need the hatchet in that process. It was an ordeal. But taking the old stock exhaust mufflers and all that off, it's going to shave another 10 pounds or so off a bike. That's going to be great. And then as soon as TJ Brutal Customs shop makes new exhaust, I like the way they look, I'm going to order a set and slap them on there. Make sure you order new exhaust gaskets. They're copper donuts. It's a soft copper that fit in the exhaust ports. Here, don't just reuse the old gaskets and squish in RTV silicone like the people did to this poor machine right there. Another thing I had to take the exhaust pipes off for was to get to the clutch housing. I want to change the clutch. It's old and worn out, but the pipes have to come off, and then the oil has to get drained, which means you may as well change the oil, which means you need a new oil filter. So that's going to come off, but that's all in the mail. So change that, put the pipes back on, new gaskets, and then rebuild the carburetor. And once I get the carburetor tuned, because I've been told that you're not going to get it right the first time unless you're a magical elf, and I'm not a magical elf, that you might have to take this off, tinker with it, put it back on, try it again a few times. So I'm going to get it right, do that. And then I'm going to start repainting this. As parts have come off, I have taken Simple Green and cleaned up a lot. I mean, it's still a dirty grease monster, but it's better than it was. I mean, it would be like grease butter coming off in a lot of cases. So I'm going to get the tuning done right, then start the painting and the aesthetic customization process. Also in order in the mail are new fuel tubes or fuel hoses, some new wiring, and I think that's new fuel filter. I think that's about it. Kind of have to have all this because it was like got to do this to do this to do this. I just decided to start gathering this all at once, and then I'll dive right in and rebuild this. I'm working on a couple of new paintings in the meantime, and oh yeah, also the day job. I'm thinking of doing a couple of videos about HVAC related stuff, but I really want to keep this channel kind of focused on art and motorcycles, because who really gives a crap about work? Like, it's a job. I wouldn't be there if I didn't have to. I've got the skill set. I want to help the community out. You know, grandma's got no money and can't fix her furnace. I'm there to help. But like, I'd rather not have a job if I didn't have to. So anyway, I hope you can join me on some upcoming streams. This little motorcycle size $60 GoPro clone doesn't work anymore as a action camera. Doesn't hold a charge, but it still works as a streaming camera. So every now and again, keep an eye out on my Twitter feed, Bobcat Arts, that I'm gonna go put up a stream. Come check me out. Or I might put it up on Instagram as Biker Bobcat. I'm still haven't figured out how to do Instagram Live, so one step at a time. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon. I've got a couple of steel flowers and a little steel bird sculpture that I made that I want to give away and maybe brighten up some people's homes. And what else? That thing, giveaway. Yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you are all safe and well fed wherever you are. If you do anything for me, please vote. If you're in the United States. If you do anything for me ever, please register and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That's your business. But even if you feel like your vote doesn't count in the grand scheme of things, maybe for the presidential election, I can understand that sentiment. But for your senators at the federal level, your House of Representatives at the federal level, for your state government, your governor, your own state's Congress, the representatives, and the own state Senate, or whatever you weirdos call them there. For your county government, you've got a whole bunch of people there. Your city council, your neighborhood commission. You've got local ordinances, local ballot initiatives, referendum that are going to immediately and directly impact your life. This is where your school funding comes from. This is where your police funding comes from. This is where, is gambling legal? Are guns allowed in your community versus your state? Those sorts of things. It is incredibly important that you participate. And I disagree with what President Obama says. Don't boo, vote. Boo and vote. Go to the polls, make your choices known, be counted, and then get out in the street and yell about it. Be ungovernable if justice doesn't find you. So, I think we can change things. But, again, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Not my business. But just please go out and vote. Please. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you out there. Good luck.